this is the thing that kind of like really bothers me about something every time. Well, you know, tomorrow is supposed to be Independence Day, the infamous 4th of July. And one thing I definitely did see, I see mostly every year in my neighborhood, or anywhere in your neighborhood, whether you stay up in Liberty City or you from South Central LA or the South Side of Chicago, or either the 5 boroughs of New York or in the Buckhead section of Atlanta. You know, you see a lot of our people going to the ATM jacks, crowded up supermarkets, crowded up flea markets, shopping centers. Everybody going ahead, you know, buying the food, buying your usual 4 food groups: barbecue, ribs, hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken. They had cookouts and stuff. And normally, you see the other people that's on the corner spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on fireworks. You know, and more importantly, it's one of the reasons why I got this picture up here. And I've seen it all over on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, all over. Or should I call them Facebook? Buying outfits that's reminiscent of the Star Spangled Banner. I would never refer to it as a nation's flag, because it's not. Because that is a banner that represents a corporation, and the United States is a corporation of trade and commerce. But now you're probably asking yourself why I got a picture of this sister here who's basically wearing a nice little outfit, you know, with the stars and the stars as a skirt and all this stuff like that. Because this is the foolishness and the psychology and the brainwashing that has been indoctrinated into the subconscious, into our subconscious of a lot of people, except those who have come to terms and did their research and woke up and realized that the 4th of July, that's U, the letter U dash LIE, is all it is nothing but a lie. Because the Declaration of Independence was written in 1776 on July 4th. 1776, black people were still in bondage. They were still in slavery. Okay? So my thing is, why in the world would they go, you know, most of our people go ahead and celebrate this stupid ass pagan holiday that's made by the Caucasian just for profit? Same as it is, no different from Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, sometimes Father's Day, Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and of course the big of them all, Christmas. All bullshit, all holiday, all bullshit, all non-relating to us. People need to go ahead and read what Frederick Douglass had said when he addressed to the white liberal Congress audience when it comes down to us and the 4th of July, because that's what I will forever call the 4th of July speech that Frederick Douglass reenacted. This coming from GoBlackCentral.com, where he said, "What to the American slave is your 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all other days in the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim. To him, your celebration is a sham, your boasted liberty an unholy license, your national greatness swelling vanity, your sound of rejoicing are empty and heartless. Your denunciation of tyrant brass fronted impudence, your shout of liberty and equality, hollow mockery, your prayers and your hymns, your sermons and thanksgivings, thanks for nothing givings I should call it, with all your religious parades and solemnity are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety, impiety, and hypocrisy. A thin veil
Actually, we need to unlock the phone.
Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, a thin veil to cover up crimes which would disgrace a nation of savages. There is not a nation on the earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of the United States at this very hour. This was by Frederick Douglass, you know, when he addressed it at Congress, gave that speech after he was being invited to speak at the 4th of July thing at Congress, you know, in 1852. Now, like I said, the Declaration of Independence was drafted in 1776. Okay. So my thing is, like, the thing is, you see some of these outlandish outfits. Well, this one's not too bad, but I came across a lot of real outlandish ones that basically, like, you know, I was looking for some, you know. Let me just look right here real quick. Now that's the one by Solange. You know, as much as I like Solange better than I like her sister Beyonce because she woke, but I'm pretty sure I don't know where this was taken or when, but that's something I wouldn't even get. But then here's one that's even worse. Yeah, y'all got to see this one. This one right here takes the cake. I mean, that was at a prom, and I'm looking like, oh God, that was at a prom. That there is just, it's just totally like horrible. But it also brings out a lot of these freaking gun nuts as well too, especially the ones from the Neanderthal recessive apes. Oh, I mean, the National Rifle Association. Now, I was supposed to upload a separate video, but my software from PowerSoft Pro, which I got right here, it just got recently like updated. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try that again, or upload one later on tonight or early morning, or whatever. But you know, I wanted to do this one prior to, since 5 minutes from now it'll be July 4th, and even right now I stay like here. Well, I'm close to downtown Miami, so you know, Bayside Marketplace is about to get ready to set off their stupid fireworks and stuff, as well as on Miami Beach and all that. I don't celebrate none of that stuff, none of it whatsoever, because I'm saying like that, what does the 4th of July Independence Day doesn't mean nothing for black people. Because even back then, during the 1920s, with Black Wall Street and all that, we had our own independence. We kept mostly like to ourselves. But see, but at the same time, here come the Neanderthal, the Neanderthals, and the Caucasian crackers. They don't want to see that. They don't want to. They're afraid of competition. They hate competition to compete with us, because they know we'll outdo them like that if everybody go ahead and they aggregate and pull their resources together. Here's my thing when it comes to this, you know, instead of all y'all people, I'm speaking directly to my people now. You know, white trolls don't need to apply. Instead of y'all getting out there buying fireworks, y'all need to be trying to aggregate y'all resources and try to go ahead and purchase other fireworks that will be beneficial, instead of going ahead and being wasteful. Because I see it every year. Roman candles set up out in the streets, shooting up in the air and all this other stuff. Skyrockets, gang of firecrackers, doing all this, so on and so forth. I tell you one thing, you certainly won't see Jason Pierre-Paul playing around with no fireworks this year. That's for sure. But I just kind of find it's really BS, the whole here and going down here. And then what I just read to y'all about what Frederick Douglass said when he addressed it. Let me just go back real quick. Congress back in 1852. He addressed it that should be able to tell you something. And this is one of the reasons and stuff why Colin Kaepernick, I'm gonna bring him in on this too. Why Colin Kaepernick refused to stand for the national anthem, which too was also written by the Caucasian terrorist Francis Scott Key. You know, if you want to know more about him, go to Taurine Rain's channel and look up his White History Month video on Faggot Scott Key. You know, you'll know a whole lot about him. I can tell you a whole lot about him. I'll leave a link in the description for that. But just the thing about with this black, to my people, man, y'all gotta stop getting out here, stop going for the okey doke and all that. Y'all want to get out here and celebrate, quote unquote, independence. You think independence meaning like, oh, so now you know you got black and white getting along, all this stuff like that, and integration is independence? No, that's not independence. Integration was maybe the worst thing that ever happened to us as a people. And the reason why I say that, because it never was about equality. That was for economic disparity. Because the fact of the matter, they wanted some of the black dollars in their neighborhoods and stuff, but they still want to get out there and treat you like shit. Now, we had Black Wall Street, Rosewood, we had everything in our community. Movie theaters, our own transit system, hospitals, just so on and so forth. You know, we ain't had to do all that. But I tell it to you right now, shoot, if you driving something like a nice car or whatever like that, it's 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up getting pulled over by a cop that normally is of the Caucasian persuasion. And he's already gonna have, they have like 4 or 5 cars pulled up behind you. You know, so there's no equality. You find it hard when it comes to that, because you gotta ask yourself, you know. As I'll read right here again, I just came back to this because, you know, aside from family cookouts and watching amazing fireworks, many African Americans, like Frederick Douglass, find it, and I hate to use that term, African American, find it hard to celebrate and question a holiday that centers around independence and freedom. Today, in the midst of a booming prison industrial complex, vast education discrepancies, student loan interest rates doubling, NSA spying and wiretapping, genetically modified foods in our grocery stores, and cases like the George Zimmerman trial. People of color, along with people who are at a low socioeconomic levels, have and continue to be severely mistreated within the borders of the United States of America. Because you got to ask yourself, are we really free? Now, the average thinking cat, you ask anybody, they say, well, we're free. I can go anywhere I want to go, do what I want to do. Not necessarily like this. Oh, so, you know, yeah, you can go ahead and do this and do that. But the question is, you ain't going to get the same treatment. You ain't going to be like that. Because you never going to forget, you know, whether you know it or not, we still in bondage, you still in slavery. And to these fucking trolls, no, I'm not getting out here and trying to play the victim role, because I never claimed to be no victim. So So I can give a fuck less about what you crackers got to come over here and say with your little fake ass accounts. We just know what's up with you. And it's something like what Tariq Rashid was saying yesterday as I tuned in on his live Ustream. You know, so yeah, you know, Mr. 0305, that was the handle I used. That when you guys one of these suspected Caucasian terrorists that gonna come ask you about the things, just like about with the Kaepernick, with Colin Kaepernick or Malcolm like that. Here's the thing: don't educate that cracker on shit. You just sit there and you just take it like, yeah, okay, cool. And then you find a way to go ahead and put them on the defensive. Like, this is what I would do. I say, okay, so let me ask you a question. What do you think? I guarantee you he or she are not gonna give you no answers. They're gonna do what they do best, and that's they gonna dance around it. Oh, by the way, and the noise that you hear in the background, not only that's the AC running, but also you got fireworks on the outside here too. So, you know, these guys have already started. You know, this is officially July 4th. But to me, it's just like another goddamn day. But this here, we gotta stop this, people. Now, if she was wearing something like some remembrance of an RBG, okay, yeah, that I'd have been cool with that. Or even something Moorish, you know, like, you know, that'd have been all right. But this here, look here, the white red resemblance is remembrance of their skin, of the Caucasian. The red, that's their blood, and the blue is to represent their eyes. So therefore, they can all miss me with that. But you know, our people, man, they better start opening their eyes and they better start understanding. The 4th of July is all it is. It was a big goddamn lie. They celebrating all this independence shit on the news media and all this other stuff. It's not meant for us. Okay? 1776, the Declaration of Independence was just drafted. We were still in bondage. I just showed you a link. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for y'all to go ahead and do that. But you ain't gonna have me to get out here and celebrate no shit like that. Now, you know, for the real G's who out there hustling, you know, getting your money or your 9 to 5 and all that pay you time and a half, do it. That's what I say. As far as I'm concerned, that whole holiday shit, pagan holidays, is bullshit. Fuck a 4th of July.